Hello, my friends. I know this is not Kim, but that is Casper. And since this podcast is half run by him anyways, I figured I would start this way. So, we don't have a lot of sun today. Just a moment. Sorry about that. Not sure how this is going to work because I give him a little bit of leash and he likes to take off. But anyways, thought I'd have my How Does My Garden Grow video today. And these tulips were transplanted here by birds. I have 2 of them, and they are so beautiful. The funny thing, watching not a new puppy, but under-year-old puppy, discovering spring is funny. There's one volunteer jonquil that came up. Never been there before. One of my hydrangeas, they're working on it. And here are some of those beautiful frilly daffodils. I cannot take credit for planting those. Those were planted by Geneva. But then right beside it is another thing of jonquils, which is very weird, but hey. There's my second bird transplanted tulip. And then another of Geneva's hydrangeas. There is green growing down at the roots. I have to see how far I can go. Puppies, it is interesting watching him discover things. Jonquils seem to be his favorite. He loves smelling them, and then he loves, just a minute, gotta turn around. And he's even tried eating their petals a couple times. This is my climber rose. This is the most fragrant rose, and it has pretty apricot flowers on it. Sorry, I got distracted by the sky because I'm seeing these gray clouds. And I'm thinking, well, I think it's a good thing I got out here right now because it looks like more rain. Now, this is my little daisy patch, and I like seeing all these little plants of daisies coming up. And a combination of nemesis and, okay, we'll say a love-hate relationship. I love violas. And, I don't mind them being in my flower bed. I don't mind them being in my yard. But my husband does. And we have them in my yard. And, he'd rather they weren't. But I figured he mows them over. Another new flower that the dog is learning about is dandelions. Not quite your everyday flower. Don't dig up my daisies, babes. Then, I don't remember what color rose this is. It did my heart good to see the leaves coming out on the roses because I wasn't sure this year. My rosemary plant that I left outside bit the dust. So next year we're going to try putting them in the barn like we do with geraniums that have lasted since Joe planted them in pots. One of my peonies that my mom gave me. Some more violas. Another peony. Some phlox. And this rose, I don't think it bloomed last year. And we looked, and the growth is above the graft. So it should bloom. So we'll keep you in touch. The beautiful yellow dandelion. Another of my mom's peonies she gave me. And more peonies. Now, I am a diehard lavender fan. Have any of you grown it? And what is the secret? Because I have a feeling all 4 of my lavender plants are dead. But I don't know. If you have any hints, please let me know because I'd really like to know. These are some of our irises that Joe planted here, surrounding the dandelions, of course. And I came out last week, and I have 3 miniature rose bushes. What we're trying to do is to turn this bed into a rose bed eventually. So each year we buy one new rose bush. Anyways, this is our pampas grass. Pampas maybe. I've always wanted them. Now, this is silly, because as my husband reminded me, you have an allergy to grass seed, or grass period. But yet I insisted that we get this one and this one. And I love how they look even dried out. There's some of the new that's coming up for this one. It's got like a pink middle, and oh, it is gorgeous. You ready, babes? It's going to be his first year to help be my garden helper. The reason I was worried about this being such a shaky video is Ginger basically was able to be off of her leash by the time I was doing these helping my garden grow videos. So, don't know. Not sure how this is going to go. He's going to think we're going someplace that I'm not taking him. Some more irises that I have growing. It won't be long. Some of these are some of them are August lilies. Sorry. Another peony. Now that was here. That wasn't one we brought. Here is our only milkweed plant. We're hoping that it does well this year. That's like the blind leading the blind, because I never learned about milkweed plants other than monarchs. So we're hoping. And then this, oh, my dear husband. When I was growing up, my grandma and grandpa had a honeysuckle that grew alongside of their trailer. My cousin and I would go around to it and just eat the honeysuckle. Well, we had one growing back in the woods, down the lane, and my husband dug one up, the year we moved here, and planted it, and it does great every year. Oops! I dropped the leash. Oh, careful, honey. Casper. Unless you pick your feet up, you're going to get trapped. All these jonquils and these daffodils were planted here by Geneva, as well as they planted those peonies. Now, looks like I have another tulip that a bird must have transplanted here. These are all of my mints. I have pineapple, chocolate mint, apple mint, and regular peppermint. And then a little thing of chives. I haven't been able to come out here and do a lot of work yet with those. Now, the only thing that's in my garden right now, besides Ginger, who is buried there, are my jonquils, which were planted by Geneva, but they're at our house now. And I just love these, because just about the time the daffodils start dying back, the jonquils coming onto the scene. Now let's see, I have fruit trees, and I call it my fruit garden, basically, or my orchard, but it's not really an orchard. Come on, love. Sorry, sniffing is very important, because young puppy, his first bird that he saw this year, he's decided that he should really chase it. And same thing with butterflies. So, this is our pear tree. And may I tell you, this is the best this pear tree has ever looked. The first year, we thought we killed it. Oh, we did kill it. That's right, we just got that one 2 years ago. Then we have some of Randy's, I want to say these are raspberries, but I'm not sure. And there's my transparent apple tree that we got just last year, along with a currant. There's a currant on down, 2 more currants on down there. Poppy will like it if I bring him around this way, because we go by the compost. And it has interesting smells. Anyways, this is another, I think this might be a Granny Smith, because we debated. And this one actually has coloring of flower buds coming on. I don't think we're going to let it do anything, because it's 2 years old. My transparent, 2 years in this property. My transparent is 1 year. Then this is the apple tree. that produced so much for us this last year. I tell you, it was wonderful. It just produced. So I know apple trees, after they have a mighty harvest, the next year they probably don't have hardly any. Can't tell if those have pink on them or not. But we will see as time progresses. You okay, pups? Just a minute. Okay. This is one of our gooseberries. And believe it or not, we got these for Ronald. We got them before Ronald was living here. But, you know, his dad always talked about gooseberry plants. And then I went to their house and had a gooseberry pie. And oh my goodness, it was great. This is a wonderful black currant bush that always produces so well. And I didn't think this one was going to survive. But this one's got some nice color on it. And here is another gooseberry with a little bloom on it already. Just a moment. This is our almond tree. Now, last year we didn't have any kind of harvest, so this year should be a light harvest, because they usually go none, light, heavy, and we had heavy 2 years ago. So this is a tree that Joe planted here. I know you hear this story every year, but you know, he planted it here thinking it was a pecan tree. Okay, so we bought a pecan tree because pecan trees need 2 trees in order to produce fruit. So we bought this beautiful pecan tree. Well, then we found out, I have an app that identifies plants, and I clicked on it and it said almond tree. So that meant the almond tree was going to be fine. They don't need to cross-pollinate. But that meant we had to get, yeah, I know, you're all wrapped up. I know. He gets all wrapped up in his leash. And then he thinks, maybe I'll chew through the leash. Then I won't have that problem. Anyways, so then we had an almond tree and a pecan tree. Well, no sense in having a tree that's not going to produce. So, I'll show you. Okay, come on, love. Come on, baby. What you smelling? Hey, stop. There. Silly boy. Stop. Stop.